I went out with the Canada Niska 1 to test long range, long duration, long distance flight. The Canada Niska 1 checks all the boxes and I'm very excited to share it with you. A big thank you to the team at AirMarket. We flew at the AirMarket Operations Center. The AirMarket team with their trucks provided visual observers so that we were fully visual line of sight and compliant for the entire flight. I love how this plane came together on the site. It only took me about 5 minutes to assemble all the pieces. It's a one-person job. It's only 7 kilograms with a 29 milliamp hour battery, and you can take off and land it anywhere, and it has a highly accurate herefore GPS. The Canada Niska 1 features 2 cameras, a forward-facing 4K FPV camera and a SiYi A8 Mini gimbal camera. Both cameras provide low latency, high resolution video to the UniRC7 controller with its huge 7-inch screen in picture mode, and you can switch between both cameras during the flight. I love the fact that I can fully control the A8 Mini gimbal camera with the UniRC7 controller, pan and tilt, or configure autopilot to control the camera. This is critical for survey missions and inspections. We flew 2 flights. The first was 40 minutes and 36 kilometers. The second flight, 66 minutes and 52 kilometers. And believe it or not, with the high efficiency fixed wing airframe and the high efficiency Xingtu solid state batteries, we finished the 66 minute, 52 kilometer flight using only 30% of the battery. So I think there's no problem with this plane being able to fly at least 2 hours and 100 kilometers. On one of the flights, we also tested the range. How far can we fly from the controller? We flew the plane 12.5 kilometers with the help of AirMarket and their visual observers. And during that 12.5 kilometer flight, so 12.5 kilometer distance from the base station, we had full telemetry, full RC control, and a full video feed in high definition the entire time, all showing up on the 7-inch 1600 nit screen UniRC7 controller radio screen. For this particular flight, when we flew beyond 12.5 kilometers, the UniRC7 controller lost the link to the plane. I had 2 levels of failsafe configured. The first was an RC link loss failsafe, which would have automatically returned to home. And the second one was put a geofence around the planned operational area of the flight. And if the plane had have flown into the fence, then that would have automatically triggered a return to launch and safely brought the plane back home. During these flights, I had the opportunity to integrate with the AirMarket FlySafe RTM system. Running a plugin on Mission Planner, I published telemetry from the Canada Niska 1 as it was flying. This meant that live real-time data was published on the FlySafe dashboard and on ADSB Exchange. This means that any airspace operators in the area, including helicopters and small planes flying at low altitudes, will be able to see the drones, including distance, direction, speed, altitude, location. And this makes it safer for everybody. I was really pleased with the UniRC7 controller. During the flight, I used the controller continuously to control the plane, and some of the features of the controller just really worked very, very well. The screen, the huge 7-inch and really bright 1600 nit screen, was just clear as day, very easy to see even when the sun came out, and it got bright at some points during the flight. That was really good. The fact that I could see both cameras and switch between them, I really liked that. And the telemetry display of key information on the screen was really clear and easy to see and understand. The controller feels really solid in your hand, actually. I really like how it feels, and it's easy to move the sticks and controls and to touch all of the switches and the buttons and the dials. They're all easily reachable, easy to feel, easy to understand whether you've clicked a switch or you haven't clicked a switch. It really works quite nicely from that point of view. The UniRC7 was solid as a rock in terms of RC control as the plane was flying out and as it was flying back. And it was great to have the real-time high-definition video feed for FPV flying. While the visual observers were watching the plane, I could see the view from the plane on the screen the entire time. An extra little feature that I really like is that I can link from the RC7 to my laptop using Bluetooth, so I can run Mission Planner to monitor the flight from a Mission Planner perspective while the flight is actually running on the UniRC7 controller. And then the fact that I could use the extra little gimbal control stick to control the camera, the gimbal camera, while I was flying, it was incredibly convenient and really easy to use. So overall, the UniRC7 is just a great piece of kit, and I'm very pleased that it's been paired together with as part of the Niska One package. It's a really nice feature. I just want to mention a couple of little design features of the Canada Niska One specifically. The first one is this special FPV camera mount on the front. That's a non-standard feature. And even the mount for the A8 mini gimbal camera here at the front has also been added. The landing gear is extended. The standard landing gear is much lower, which means that the camera could hit the ground. This landing gear is much higher. And the antenna mounts on both sides of the plane, there's one on each side, you can't see the one at the back, but there's similar here, means that the antennas can be mounted here below the wings, but pointing out and downwards, which is great because if you remember, the plane is going to be up in the air, so it actually works much better to have the antennas pointing down rather than having them pointed up. There's a USB connector here for plugging in a ground control station to the ArduPilot Cube Orange flight controller, which is mounted inside, so you can actually access the flight controller and download logs and change configuration without even having to open the plane. The Canada Niska One checks all the boxes. Long distance missions, fail-safe systems, camera systems with 4K live feed, the UniRC7 controller, and RTM integration. Overall, a huge success in two different ways. 2 successful flights, long range and long distance, and the Canada Niska One is a proven model design. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss any interesting videos in the future. And please share this video with others. It's really important. It helps me to keep this channel going. I'm recording this video on the traditional homeland of the Métis people of Alberta, the Inuit, and the ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Anishinaabe, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and the Nakota Sioux since time immemorial. The word Niska is the Cree word for goose. Thank you. Kananas Komitanawa.
The future of BVLOS commercial missions has arrived. Introducing the Canada Niska One VTOL, a complete ready-to-fly package engineered for the most demanding long-distance missions. With our exclusive ArduPilot configuration in tune, you're not just flying, you're executing. Capturing stunning video in 4K on SD card and screen recording onto the controller up to 4 kilometers away with full FPV video and bidirectional telemetry. Unlock capabilities far beyond the horizon. With a flight range of 200 kilometers and up to 3 hours of endurance, Canada Niska One is built for expansive photogrammetry and critical inspections. It's the ultimate tool for commercial efficiency, reliability, and growth. The mission is waiting. The future is here. The solution is the Canada Niska One. Canada Niska, proudly Canadian.